Hey there, friends. I'm continuing with my July 5th um, set of videos. We've done quite a few today. I ate a burrito and then I went and got some burritos at Food Not Bombs. And man, were there a lot of burritos there. There was more than I have ever seen. So I'm going to freeze a whole box and I'm set, man. I got food. So I come back, just catch up on the news. I did not see the Junkyard Parade, but I did see some YouTubes talking about the speech that the President of the United States gave when the teleprompter went out, and he talked about airports in 77, 1776, or whenever. And then they're talking on Canadian TV about how he mentioned Alexander Graham Bell inventing the telephone. Now, and that he was Canadian at the time. So I guess he became American at some point, though. Yeah, he took over the airports in 1775 during the Revolutionary War. I mean, yeah, he had no teleprompter, so he had to make it up. So the thing about Alexander Graham Bell, though, is after the telephone, he got really obsessed with the octet truss, and count on no journalist going there. That's no. It's not going to be talked about. But it is important in my world and part of this meme world because, the octet truss, that tetrahedron has a volume of 1. The octahedron that it marries with to fill space has a volume of 4. And let's check out what Alexander Graham Bell was into. Now, some people know this if they're into this kind of stuff. Oh, by the way, check out the tomb of the Ayatollah here. There's the octet truss up there. Interesting, huh? Okay, so that was Khomeini, by the way. Let's check out pioneering work on the octet truss. This is my 1990s website. Now I want you to go back, look in the World Game Museum here, and see how many textbooks, especially by Pearson, just to single one out, but check out how many textbooks use the octet truss to introduce the concentric hierarchy, just in case you're wondering about competence in education. So there's the octet truss, there's Bell, or maybe that's one of his assistants actually. And this is a pretty interesting page. Now, Fuller on Bell, he wrote an interview, or he wrote a preview talking about, he didn't know. He was astonished to learn about it later, right? So great minds think alike. Anyway, useful. Bonnie DeVarco introduces that. Isotropic vector matrix. I know some PhDs who don't know what this means, right? And yet they're doctors of philosophy? I don't think so. I don't think so, personally. All right, so this is old stuff on my website. So if you don't know this history, I ridicule your sense of history. I'm really going to insult you right now. I'm going to say, especially if you're a journalist and you don't know this. Anyway, crystal ball sequence. I added that recently. I don't add a lot to my ancient website, but sometimes because I was proud of this GitHub page, I did go back and added this to show where we're at in the current time frame. There's an octet truss here in Portland. It's all over in architecture, but we're not going to teach you about it or how you can find tetrahedral numbers in Pascal's triangle, or we're just going to keep teaching you the same old stuff, right? We don't really care about history at all because we're about as lazy as they come, aren't we? About as lazy as they come. All right, talk to you later.